check 1, 2. Tell these
Take
rappers
the
I'm
gun.
outside, get them start acting up. Like turning hoes to housewives and cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom bap to melody rap. If they can put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to Precinct.
Fuck everybody on the front. When we get on the finals, bring that same energy, nigga.
What's good? What's good? Shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? We here. Knicks just lost a very super duper uber winnable game. You know, I'm a little bit annoyed. but before we start off with the bad news, got some good news. Shout out to Michael Brown in the building. We see you. I mean, shout out to Uncle Paulie in the building. We see you. You guys asked, and now y'all shall receive. You feel me? Yeah, I was asking for the hoodies. No, that is not the right link. What is going on today? That is not the right link. I was trying to post the link in the comments to the website for y'all to cop the hoodies. Absolutely, because we up and running right now. Shout out to Stephen Kennedy in the building. We see you, good brother. I was trying to post the link in the comments, so where the hoodies is at, but for whatever reason, that didn't quite work out just now. Don't know why. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. See, this is what I'm saying, bro. I'll be trying to do stuff, and then other stuff be happening. I don't get it. Yeah, whatever. I'll figure it out before the show is over, right? But the hoodies are available on. We got a little website and all that. Easy access, safer for us and yourselves. For y'all to go through that way versus y'all getting in my inbox and talking about, yo, I need a hoodie, size this and that and the other. No, go to the website, order you a hoodie. You know what I mean? But moving on, bro, tonight was kind of annoying on a few different levels. Shout out to Darlene in the building. We lost a 14-point lead in the second half to the fucking Cavs. And from my vantage point, is a few simple things. One of the biggest things I noticed is that we stopped going to Mikal Bridges. Like, I don't understand why we stopped going to Mikal Bridges. He had 19 points going into the fourth quarter, and he ended the game with 19 points. Like, he was clearly the hottest guy on the court for the New York Knicks, and he didn't get no touches in the fourth quarter. Like, that don't make sense. That's, to me, I ain't going to, like, completely start bashing Coach Tommy T, but that is a coaching snafu. Like, it is no way that you don't go, I'm going to run offense through Mikal or alert my guys to get Mikal the ball because he was taking advantage of all the mismatches they was putting on him. And defensively, like, yes, they have about 2 or 3 really good defenders when it comes to the Cavs. But other than that, everyone on that team. Why are we not exploiting these mismatches? Why is Cat not aggressive against these mismatches? Whether it be from the perimeter or posting up, he's not aggressive enough. He's looking to pass when he got a fucking guy that's half his size guarding him. I didn't think he was aggressive enough tonight on the offense. And what else? Drop coverage. I don't think our centers understand what they're supposed to be doing in drop coverage. Drop coverage don't mean that you drop all the way back to under the fucking hoop. It means you protect against the lob. And if The player gets close enough to the paint, you step up. I watch these guys backpedal all the way to under the basket or just completely leave the player that's driving after he beat his man. Defensively, it was a lot of weird stuff going on. Offensively, we was disjointed and it was sloppy. When we took the lead, my bad, Mrs. Nix. I'm gonna land the plane and I'm gonna get your opinion. But when we took the lead, it was a lot of ball movement. It was a lot of off the ball movement. Guys were moving and cutting, attacking the glass. Second half, all that shit stopped. All of it. All of it stopped. And we went back to standing around, two passes and somebody trying to shoot. Uh yeah, it was just annoying to watch. I'm gonna land the plane there, but it was definitely annoying to watch.
I mean, I agree. I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth. When the offense was flowing, it was flowing great. And we just took our foot off the pedal for whatever reason. I don't know why. Very winnable game. I don't think they did anything spectacular to beat us. Um, we kind of just beat ourselves, to be honest. Um, even in the loss, there were still good things. Josh still putting up big numbers. Deuce putting up good numbers. Um, the one thing I will say also, besides Macau not scoring and Cat not being as aggressive and not getting enough looks, I mean he should have definitely took more than eight field goal attempts. There's no reason if JB's having an off game or they putting so much pressure on him that he needs to take 24 shots in a game like today, where someone else could have um, taken those shots. And I'm not putting blame on him. I think that's something he needs to learn and get comfortable with, knowing that he has a team that can score, and it's just not him and one other person. He has a wide array of guys that can put up shots. So when teams do put pressure and your shot just isn't falling, you need to trust your guys, JB. They not bums.
This is a big fact. This is this is a big fact because I'm watching this game and I'm like, all right, why are you forcing a shot?
Right.
And like you said, especially in a game like today, when you see JB don't have it, Cat, you make too much money to only be taking 8 shots, homie.
Facts.
I mean, I appreciate his effort on the glass because he was doing a good job on the boards. And I could appreciate that. But I need you to be more assertive.
Yeah.
I need you to
I
be
think
more
him
assertive.
getting those fouls kind of took him out of the game. Like he didn't. Maybe I don't know. I'm just speaking because I know when guys pick up fouls, they become less aggressive.
Yeah,
Um, but at the end of the day, fuck it. We need a win. Like whatever it takes, just do it. And that we need more than eight. You gotta have. If Macau's getting 15 attempts, you need 15 attempts at
yeah,
minimum.
yeah. I wasn't in love with the fact that he was so passive on offense tonight,
Right.
especially with JB kind of struggling.
Facts.
Uh, but I guess you could say these are growing pains.
hmm
You know what I mean?
Better early on than later, to be
This
honest.
these are big facts. These are big facts. Guess you could say these growing pains, but I just feel like and all like and culture wise, I don't feel like we had a good game plan for this game. Like they threw some different looks at us, but I just feel like we did. Bro, I be trying not to criticize things that work or have been working, right? Because clearly, how Coach Tommy T has been coaching defense has worked for us. But tonight it just looks stupid because the guys don't get the concept of what they're supposed to be doing in drop coverage. You drop coverage is supposed to be you just present a body long enough for your guy to recover, right? But also if you step up. That don't mean you just run back to your guy. You gotta force the person to make that pass
Mm-hmm.
and have confidence that somebody's going to rotate over to your man if they do complete the pass. Like it was too many times that I watched Darius Garland get to like below the free throw line, and whoever the center or the big is that was caught in the pick and roll action just kept on retreating to under the basket. This shit don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and then you can't give a player like Darius Garland uh, a chance to heat up, because then look what happened in the fourth quarter. He started hitting shit from like 10 feet behind the 3-point line.
Facts.
Shit was annoying to see. It was annoying to see. Defense was a big issue for me tonight. Offensively, again, I could growing pains. You know what I mean? I could live with growing pains, but defensively, communication and just being in the right place is unnegotiable for me.
Facts.
Like I feel like y'all could have definitely just been in the right place. That's it. That's it. Step up.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And Evan Mobley giving us work was annoying too, because he ain't even like that. That guy's low key trash, man. And to watch him give us work is kind of annoying. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I ain't gonna complain, and I'm not gonna talk bad about the guy. But in my mind, I was thinking he would have never do that to Julius Randle. Yeah, I mean, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I ain't shitting on Cat, man. I just need him to be more aggressive offensively. We went and got a shooting center for him not to want to fucking shoot. Don't make sense.
No, it's a
No.
fact. I mean, I don't know. The only thing that even makes any sense in my head is that those fouls early on took him off his game. That's the only thing that makes sense. Because I don't think, like you said, I don't think Jared Allen nor Evan Mobley are that good.
Yeah, facts.
And to be honest, I say one of those offensive fouls was BS to me. But it is what it is. I mean, we take the loss, we take it on the chin, move on.
I agree. I definitely agree. You know, I, I'll try my hardest not to complain about refereeing. You know what I mean? That's just something I really try hard not to complain about. But today, it it was some questionable calls. I ain't gonna hold you. Definitely some questionable calls. I'm sorry. I'm trying to copy this fucking link, and it ain't working. Cause I don't want to forget. Y'all don't know. My memory is atrocious. For real.
Let me see
My
if I can
memory.
pull it up.
Yeah, every time I try to copy it, right? It send me like it give me this Facebook link, which don't make sense. Yeah, that don't make sense. All right. But I know I could do it on my phone, but I wasn't trying to exit out the app or whatever. I got it. Uh, yeah, it was bad business today. Bad business. Very disappointed, because I definitely had us kicking uh the Cavaliers' ass tonight for real.
Yeah, I thought we were going to win as well. But I guess with a team that is just now being put together the way we are, the games that we expect to win, we may just not early on. This is a team that has been together. They played together. The only thing new is their coaching staff. So teams like this are teams we may lose to early on, just because um, we're still learning each other, unfortunately.
Yeah,
But at some point, the Knicks gonna have to figure it out. They're just gonna have to find a way.
yeah. I'm definitely trying not to overreact. It's still early in the season, right? I think I did it. Hold on, give me a
I think it
second.
was just like more super annoying because
It's the cat.
commentators are like, yeah, they're 3-0 and they're more better than like, to me they're not that great. They're still the same team we faced in the playoffs. To me, I haven't seen growth in this team. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but the way they be sucking them off is like,
Yeah. Nah, I get it, but also I didn't realize too. I hadn't realized that Kenny Atkinson was their coach. Now
right.
I
Both of
didn't
our
know.
old assistants.
I was like, so oh that's interesting because I really do like Kenny Atkinson as a coach. Uh, and I think I did it. Yeah.
Hmm.
So boom, y'all. In the comments, that is the uh that is the link for the Shopify. Y'all been asking for the hoodies. Y'all can finally go purchase the hoodie on the Shopify. Big facts. Uh, again, the shipping instructions tell you about how long it takes for the process time, but that's just like being generous with the time, so y'all don't hold me to a quicker time. But more like with the time that it says that it'll ship, it'll more likely be to you before that. Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to give myself a little grace period so ain't nobody think I'm trying to steal their money. That's why I'm going this way versus having y'all DM me and ask me for
Facts.
hoodies. So we're going this way. Go to the Shopify. Please place your orders. We appreciate you. Every last single one of y'all. You know what I mean? And y'all support. Oh, and quiet as kept. Snapbacks is coming. Snapbacks is in the works. You know what I mean? So be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, in between time, go cop you a hoodie. Yeah, I mean, definitely appreciate y'all support. But boom, back to what we were saying. Uh, yeah, yeah. I didn't realize that. I think that alone makes the Cavaliers a better team having Kenny Atkinson as a coach. Uh, you, I saw him tonight doing things that helped uh the Nets get to the playoffs when they was a trash team. It's like the subtle mixing and matching and like the little things that he was doing coaching wise. I was like, yeah, he's really trying to win this game because, like you said, they didn't do nothing spectacular tonight. It was a very ugly game. You know what I mean? It was a very ugly game, but I think he made enough little adjustments to win the game tonight, and we didn't do enough. You know what I mean? I like again, Coach Tommy T has his moments where he fall asleep at the coaching wheel. He goes in with his game plan and just be like, "Yeah, this should work," and he don't really try to adjust to what the other team is doing, and that's why it's frustrating losing large leads. But another bright spot tonight was seeing Ariel Hugpurdy get some PT, and we called it. We
Hmm.
called it. I
It
said it.
happened early though.
The next game
In
we called.
facts.
I said, yo, listen, I think Hugpurdy gonna take Jericho Sims minutes, and then lo and behold, that's exactly what happened the next game. Uh, what you would call it? And he played well. He played well. That that dunk that he caught was crazy.
Yeah.
It was an offensive foul. He did extend his arm, but bruh, he didn't have to neither. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because he'd have just jumped on him. It had just been a poster.
and and, and that's something else that none of our other centers could do. outside of Cat, right? Uh, outside of Cat, none of our other centers can do that. Catch the ball that far away from the rim and make a move to the rim and dunk on somebody. Like I've seen Mitch do it like once or twice, but I've seen Ariel in a very short period of time uh, do it on a consistent basis. Uh, I like Jericho. I like him a lot, but how Purdy look like he need to be on the court, man. At least until Precious get back. Uh, I will say this too: if Precious was playing, we don't win. We don't lose this game.
Facts.
Uh, we don't lose this game because Precious is going to do all the other little things that we need him to do. I think we'd be better on the boards tonight. I don't believe they get as many offensive rebounds tonight. Uh, I believe, yeah. I believe Precious also is another floor spacer for us, even though he doesn't shoot a lot. You know what I mean? He has the ability to hit the three. But yeah, these are the growing pains, man. Losing these games is trash, man.
And Precious picks up, like, once Garland would go into the paint, Precious will pop up and pick
Yeah,
him up better than like Cat and Ariel.
yeah. But what you call it? But yeah, but in other news, Josh Hart had a fucking phenomenal game. Uh, Mr. Nix, you called this earlier in the preseason or the off season that with this roster, Josh Hart is going to be overlooked,
Yep.
and that's exactly what's happening. He's flourishing so far, uh, doing Josh Hart things.
Yep.
Uh, that's the best way you could describe it. You can't describe it no other way besides it's Josh Hart doing Josh Hart things. I hope he's okay. Yeah, I mean, because for Josh Hart to act out of the game, he was really
So
hurt.
so Tibbs said he hasn't talked to medical, but they told him it was just a bruise.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, because he hit his shit and that shit hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Levert doing too much. He
Way
wasn't
too
going to
much.
he wasn't going to get the ball, homie. Like doing way too much. But yeah. But he had another double double. He had what, like 14
Yeah.
rebounds. Hold on,
He had 13 rebounds, 16 points.
it's crazy. It's crazy. And supposedly he supposed to be like our fourth best player. No, fifth. Supposed to be like our fifth best player on the court. Giving
Mm-hmm.
you giving you 16 and 13 is crazy.
Yep.
Crazy. Uh, and to me, this is a very sustainable thing for Josh Hart. I think Josh Hart is probably going to be the first guard to average a double double. I mean, double digit rebounds throughout the whole season. I really feel like that is sustainable for Josh. 14, like 11, 12
I mean,
rebounds
to
a
be
game.
honest, he could average a double double. He can give us at least 10 points a game. There's no doubt about it, especially the way we're watching teams play him. If the
Mm,
good teams are gonna play us this way and allow him to score, then you know the bad teams are gonna
yeah.
allow him to score.
And my thing
So
is, yeah, my
I,
fault.
I definitely think he could average a double double.
I just need him to be more confident in shooting. Like he be passing up too many shots.
Yeah, especially like when he gets into the paint deep, like he gotta put it up. You gotta put it up. Like stop dribbling it out or passing it out. And I think that's part of the growing pains, right? Where they're all trying to figure each other out.
Yeah,
And I think once they get the concept of this isn't like JB number one, Cat number two, Bridges number three, and this is just a team effort, the same way they
yeah,
had it last season, then they'll all just go for each other. Because at the end of the day, all these guys can score 20 plus. And so
mhm,
whoever's night it is to give us that 30, then that's whose night it is. Like screw whose team it is, who's the captain, who's second in command. Like if you can put up dirty because you getting into the paint and you could throw up them layups. Trust me, JB ain't gonna be mad. Cat not gonna be mad. Us fans ain't gonna be mad.
Big facts. Big facts. Uh, yeah, like he passed up a lot of open shots. He getting to the basket, getting right under the rim, and refusing to lay up the ball, and that's annoying sometimes, right? Uh, but yeah, they asked Josh Hart last after the last game, like, what are his comments about being lost, and he's like, I was just messing with y'all.
I mean, who thought he was serious? Like, I didn't. I
I
was
did a
like,
little bit.
nah, cause you gotta remember, Josh Hart don't really practice. He says he don't like practicing. So
Yeah,
what you saw in preseason is like him just getting acclimated again. So he looked lost. It
yeah,
got it got fans in panic mode, the way Knicks fans do. And then he made that comment to just egg us on, and now he threw egg on our face because look at him.
yeah. Yeah, but I thought that was kind of funny. And the only because the reason why I thought he was a little bit serious because like, we watched like you said we watched him in the preseason, and at first I was like, he's just going through emotions, and then I heard him say that I was like, maybe that is the thing. Like it's maybe that is the thing because it's a lot of different pieces now. But nah, that's mad funny to see. But you can see obviously he was right about joking because he out here balling. Uh, Listen, man. Oh, thank you, Brooklyn. Thank you, Brooklyn Nets. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys for giving us Mikal Bridges, man.
Facts.
Cause he about to do something special this season. Once everything start getting clicking, you know what I mean? He's already we already see how we could use him and how he should be used. Him in that mid range is going to be fire. Shout out to Darlene. She said Josh will average a double double.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You know,
No, I agree. I mean,
I be trying to be humble in my assessment sometimes, man.
man, screw that.
I be believing this stuff, but I be like, yeah, I don't want to jump out the window. You know what I mean? It's still early. I ain't trying to jump out the window. But nah, but Macau, like, getting to that mid range, he's almost unguardable there. Like, he's almost unguardable there. Who he shot over? A fadeaway over. It was one of the big the centers.
He's very unguardable there because his shot is so awkward. His hands are so high up when he's putting the ball up. It's crazy.
He shot he shot a fadeaway over, I think either Mobley or Allen. I can't remember. I was like, that is tough. That
Mhm.
is tough. And to my point earlier about the Cavaliers not having a lot of good defenders, and this is like most teams, right? Like they'll try to hide their bad defenders on somebody, and with this team, what you saw when we started taking the lead is that you can't. You try to hide your bad defender on Macau, and Macau
He's going to eat.
he went to eat. They tried to do that a few times against OG. OG went right to their paint, going to eat.
Mhm.
They started playing inside out basketball. You know what I mean? And which we stopped doing in the second half, which didn't make sense to me. But yeah, like you try to put him on Josh Hart. Josh Hart going to eat.
Mhm.
Like the awareness that they had in the first half or mostly the second quarter and early third of being mindful of where the mismatch is and attacking it was beautiful. And their an ability to pass out of those situations, you saw that was on display. You saw making passes out of the post when they tried to double team. Same thing with OG. Same thing with Josh. Same thing with Cat. Uh, and and that was working. For the life of me, I can't understand why we went away from that. And another thing I noticed too, they tried to do that blitz Jalen Brunson at the 3 point line shit, and that led to a wide open 3 point shot for I can't remember if it was Deuce or OG. I can't remember, But it was one of those guys that had a wide open 3-point shot, splash. You know what I mean? And the team is built for those kind of situations. We just
Mhm.
get a little continuity issues. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Little continuity issues that will be worked out eventually. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is.
No need to panic.
Yeah, no.
It's just crazy because like I go on Twitter every now and then and go look and you see, oh, we took a step back with this trade. Oh, we made the wrong decision. Bro, we're 3 games in, bro. We're three
And
games in.
it'd be crazy because it'd be the people who was jumping for joy for the trade.
Right,
And I'm not saying that we did anything wrong. I believe that we like. Well, I didn't like the trade, but I'm content with it. You feel me? Like, uh, so I don't get like it's game three.
right.
It's game three, and I said it the last, well, either the last show or the first one. That Coach Tommy T always teams always start the season just a little bit slow, just a little bit slow, while
Mhm.
he's tinkering and finding what lineups work well and who does what well. Like he's still learning these players as well. He's
Right.
still learning Macau. He's still learning Cat. You know what I
And it's
mean?
not even just learning. Like, you got to think about, like, the cat trade literally happened right at the end. And so it wasn't even like, okay, he was here all summer. We were working out, working him out. Like, we 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 just got what we seen in in Minnesota. We didn't get any time with him, to be honest.
Yeah,
Not even for the coaching staff to kind of work with him. It was just okay. Trade happened, preseason starts, or
yeah,
training camp starts, and so it's gonna take a little bit of time. I mean, I don't think we're that far off. It's gonna offensively, they're meshing well. If they would have, like you said, continue to do what they were doing to take the lead, we would have won this game. But for some reason, we took our foot off the pedal. Um, so the talent is there, and
yeah,
when you think about and I, like you, was not a fan of the trade. I'm not mad at it anymore because I see the big picture. If if this is the Macau that we're gonna get, the Macau that plays the inside game and not just shoot threes, it'll be tough to have a guy that like Julius who is more of an inside presence. You know what
uh-huh.
I mean? Because then now it clogs up the paint,
Yeah,
especially with a center like Midge or even Ariel, who are inside centers where they don't stretch it, right? So
yeah,
now we're gonna have JB, McCall, and Julius plus our center in the paint. It wouldn't have been a good look. We had to get a stretch. If this is the McCall that we're gonna see play all season. Now, if we were gonna get a McCall that's strictly shooting threes, then I could be like, okay, yeah, having Julius there would make more sense. But
yeah,
being that he's giving us what he's giving us right now, the trade makes a lot of sense.
yeah, yeah. At the end of the day, it's everything's gonna have to come down to building chemistry.
Hmm.
Especially, there are a lot of things and a lot of mistakes that we made tonight was definitely because we don't have the continuity together yet. Uh, but again, like I said, ain't no big deal, man. We gonna definitely get it right. Uh, Shout out to the Cavs. They playing pretty decent basketball to start the season. What
Cats, they
they
play trash ass teams except us.
yeah, but yeah, they came back and won. You know what I mean? Got to give them credit for that. You know what I mean? But yeah, we gonna be better. We play Miami on Wednesday. We gonna be better. We gonna win. Listen. We took a large lead, and I was like, look, T Time about to be right again. And we took our foot, like you said, we took our foot off the gas, man. Took our foot off the gas, got lackadaisical. JB got a little bit selfish. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He got a little bit
Facts.
selfish. Because if I'm the point guard and the captain, and I see Mikal Bridges is having a really good game and exploiting mismatches and stuff like that, I'm telling Mikal to come and run a pick, and then when he gets Wade was guarding JB most of the time, but whatever. Does that mean it was probably Donovan Mitchell or somebody smaller guarding Mikal? Give him the ball and let him cook.
Mm-hmm.
Like why was that a problem tonight? I don't get it. And JB's gonna be better. Like I'm pretty sure he watched tape and understand what the fuck he did wrong. We'll
Mm-hmm.
be ready to go. Are we on the road now, huh?
Yep, 4 games, I think.
Oh wow. Yeah, we be ready to go in MSG South. You know what I mean? Miami. We be ready to go. I ain't really got much left. We could talk about uh you know what we need to do to win on Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, I'll let you start.
Shit, we need to stay away from Adebayo. That's what we need to do.
Word.
We don't need no injuries. Nah, we just need to play our game. And I said it from last season. I'm always say it like when we are focused and we play our game and we don't let teams take us off of that, we can beat anybody any night. It's when we beat ourselves is when it's a bad outcome. Um, we need to play team ball. We need to continue to do what we did in Indiana, what we did the first 3 quarters of today's game. Um, JB needs to trust the guys more because they're producing. It's not like they're not producing. Um,
Absolutely.
but I think, like you said, that's something he's gonna tweak and he'll learn. And he always takes full accountability for his mistakes. And so, and generally when he has a bad game, he doesn't have multiple bad games.
Yeah.
So I definitely expect him to show up against Miami. And like the Indiana game, these games are personal. The NBA set us up to fail,
Yeah.
or in hopes that we would fail, and so we need to come out with a W and whatever it takes. Whoever needs to be hot and just play our game. We got the talent to beat every team in the league.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with a lot of that. Uh, Definitely need to continue to move the basketball continuity. Uh, and everybody, if you gotta let everybody eat, man. Uh, Whatever is happening with the drop coverage defensively, that needs to be cleaned up. I don't want to see Cat keep on uh, backpedaling under the hoop. Same thing with Jericho Sims when he gets in a game. It's like Hawk Purdy is the only person who gets it for real when it comes to drop coverage. Uh, and also think that he's really quick on his feet, like Hawk Purdy. And I think that he's probably the quickest foot big man we have. I mean, what usually saves Mitchell Robinson is that he's 7 feet and his arms is super long, so he
Hmm.
can recover in close distance fast. Uh, but Hog Purdy moves his feet a little better, and he's willing to chase down and get chased down blocks. Uh, but yeah, that need to be cleaned up with the drop coverage and pass the rock. You know what I mean? Pass the rock. Continue to pass the rock. We got enough shooters. We got enough playmakers. God said can not only shoot but also drive to the basket. Uh, yeah, and then we need to do that. And I agree. We also need to stay away from Bam Adebayo and those illegal ass screens.
Facts.
The king of the illegal screen. That's what they need to stay away from. But yeah, one more time for the one time, if I could get the link to post again.
And we also
Um,
need to take care of the ball. We need to make better passes and take care of the ball because 16 turnovers today is absolutely not
I,
acceptable.
Wow, I didn't realize that we had that many turnovers for real. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's kind of crazy. But check it again. You guys asked, now y'all can receive. Pause. That was crazy. Um, y'all asked for the hoodies. Click the link in the comments. You know what I mean? Holla at us. Order your hoodie. You know what I mean? And get those out to you as soon as possible. Get you one of these joints. You know what I mean? Black and gray available, absolutely. Uh, and if you didn't hear the news before, I'm gonna say it again. In the works is the Knicks ish snapbacks. You know what I mean? Those are in the works. I don't have a date when they're gonna be available for purchase, but just know it's not too far away. But yeah, buy you a hoodie, represent, and while you wearing your hoodie, don't forget to tell people what is Nixon ish. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Don't forget to tell them. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Sharing is always caring. And
Facts.
we holla at you on Wednesday. All right? Appreciate y'all. Oh, I ain't ended. I left the studio on my other thing, but I ain't ended. Hold on. I know they looking like I thought this supposed to end. I tried, but I left the studio. I can't end it on my phone. Into the studio again. There we go.